The philosophy of Stoicism originated in ancient Greece with a thinker named Zeno of Kishin c. 334–262 BC, who began teaching in Athens in the early 3rd century BC. According to legend, after the ship on which he sailed was wrecked and lost its cargo, Zeno ended up in Athens. There he came under the influence of Socratic and Cynic philosophy, which marked the beginning of his own philosophical reflections. Zeno taught in the Stoical Motley Portico, a public building in the Agora of Athens, from which the name Stoicism comes. Stoicism has had a significant influence on Western thought, permeating various aspects of culture, ethics, personal development, and even politics. It quickly spread through all levels of society in ancient Rome, where figures such as Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius contributed to its further development. It is based on principles that call for the development of inner strength, self-discipline, and the ability to see the value of things as they are, without unnecessary emotional assessments. These ideas not only form the foundation of the ethical views of many subsequent generations, but also provided tools for personal growth and self-improvement. Stoicism is divided into 3 periods. Early Stoicism c. 300 BC 129 BC, the time of Zeno of Citium and his early successors, who laid the foundations of Stoic philosophy. Middle Stoicism c. 129 BCC. 1st century AD is the period when Stoicism began to spread beyond Greece, especially to Rome, and adapt to Roman cultural and social conditions. Panaetius and Posidonius are key figures of this period. Late Stoicism 1st century CE c. 2nd century c. best known by the Roman Stoics, such as Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. During this period, Stoicism reached the peak of its influence, offering developed practices and ethical instructions that were aimed at achieving inner peace and personal well-being in difficult conditions of life. Influence on Western philosophy. Stoicism had a significant impact on the development of Western philosophy, especially in the field of ethics. Medieval Christian thinkers such as Augustine, Thomas Aquinas, and even later figures including René Descartes and Immanuel Kant drew on Stoic principles to varying degrees, especially in matters of self-control, personal responsibility, and human destiny. Stoicism provides the foundation for the development of concepts of proper and moral behavior, as seen in modern philosophical movements, especially in the field of deontology and virtual ethics. Psychology and self-help. Modern psychology and self-help movements also find inspiration in Stoicism. Concepts such as the importance of distinguishing between what is in our control and what is not form the basis of cognitive behavioral therapy (CBT), especially in the work of Albert Ellis and his rational emotive behavior therapy. Stoicism offers tools for managing stress, coping with emotional turmoil, and developing resilience in the face of life's challenges. Impact on leadership and management. The principles of Stoicism have found their way into modern theories of leadership and management. Ideas about service to society, self-discipline, and living in accordance with natural human qualities and values inspire today's leaders and managers to create more ethical and responsible business models. Influence on politics and society. Stoicism also influenced the development of political thought and social movements, providing an ethical foundation for thinking about human rights, social justice, and civic responsibility. Stoicism's ideas of universal reason and universal brotherhood anticipated modern ideas of globalization and international cooperation. Cultural and personal development. At the individual level, Stoicism offers methods for personal development and self-improvement, including practices of self-reflection, meditation, and mindfulness. These tools help people lead more meaningful and purposeful lives, striving to continually improve themselves and their communities. Basic principles of Stoicism. Distinction between in our control and not in our control. The Stoics taught that in life there is a difference between what is in our control, our actions, desires, and feelings, and what is not under our control, external events, actions of other people. Understanding and accepting this difference is key to peace of mind. Virtuosity as the highest good. Stoicism places virtuosity, or virtue, above all else. A virtuous life, according to the Stoics, is sufficient for happiness. This means living in harmony with nature and the rational order of the world, striving for self-improvement and righteousness in all aspects of life. Acceptance of fate. The Stoics believe that all events in the world are predetermined by the natural order, and man must accept his fate without resentment. This does not mean passivity, but rather an acceptance of the inevitable and the desire to do what is in our power with greatness of soul and calm. Managing emotions. Central to Stoicism is the teaching of controlling emotions. The Stoics argued that distancing and rationally analyzing one's own feelings allows one to avoid suffering and achieve peace of mind. They believe that many of our emotions are based on incorrect judgments, and that a correct understanding of the world leads to a decrease in negative emotions. Practice Stoicism. Modern followers of Stoicism find in this philosophy practical advice for improving their personal lives, managing stress, and developing resilience to life's difficulties. Among the practices proposed by the Stoics are meditation on death. Memento mori, thinking about death as a natural part of life, which helps you appreciate the present and approach life more consciously. Anticipation of obstacles. Premeditatio malorum, the practice of anticipating possible problems and difficulties in order to better prepare for them and reduce their impact on our lives. Journaling. Regular journaling helps you reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and actions, promoting self-discovery and self-improvement. Gratitude practice. Focusing on what we can be grateful for in our lives helps us develop a positive outlook on the world. In 2024, Stoicism continues to be a relevant and sought-after philosophical practice, especially in today's fast-paced lifestyle, increased levels of stress and uncertainty. Here are some aspects that can be observed in the application of Stoicism in the modern world. Psychological well-being. In a world where many face challenges and stress, Stoicism offers valuable tools for managing emotions and developing resilience. Practices such as meditation, self-reflection, and mindfulness exercises based on Stoic principles help people maintain a calm and clear mind in difficult situations. Ethics and leadership. The pursuit of ethical behavior and leadership based on principles of fairness and integrity remains relevant and important in today's world. Stoicism provides a framework for thinking about how best to serve society and making decisions that reflect high moral standards. Personal development and self-improvement. Time devoted to personal development and self-improvement is becoming increasingly valuable in today's society, where people strive for personal and professional fulfillment. Stoicism provides a framework for defining values, setting goals, and strategies for success based on the principles of reason and virtue. Resilience and adaptation. Stoicism teaches people to be flexible and adaptive in the face of change and uncertainty. The ability to accept change with grace and find meaning in any situation helps people maintain a positive attitude and cope effectively with difficulties. Social responsibility. In light of global challenges such as climate change, inequality, and social conflict, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of social responsibility and contribution to the common good. The principles of Stoicism can serve as inspiration for those who strive for justice and a better world. Overall, Stoicism continues to be a significant and useful philosophy in the modern world, providing people with the tools to live more consciously, ethically, and sustainably.